There are several array methods in JavaScript. If we go to the empty inside, here we have methods, and the methods we have array.prototype, for example filter, we have for each, we have index of, we have include, and here we see that there's a long list of array methods. I'm going to work on some of them and let's see how it works. Okay, so here we have an array of vehicles. Inside the array we have some objects. Inside the objects we have make, model, type, and price. So let's see how the array methods work. So I'm going to start with map. The array.method.map, the way it will work, it will iterate in each elements of the array and it will return a new array. So I'm going to say vehicles.map, and then it's going to take a function. As I said before, that the higher order function will take another function in the argument. So I'm going to say function vehicle, and then it's going to return a new array. So I'm going to say return all the vehicle. For example, I wanted to have a new array of all the vehicle models. So I'm going to say vehicle.model, and then I'm going to store that in a new variable called all models. So here it will iterate into each elements of the array, and then it will take all the models and it will put it in the variable called all models. Let's console.log all models. Okay, so here we have a new array that consists of all the models from the vehicle. This was the ES 2015. We can put it in ES6. We can remove the function. We don't need that. And then we can remove the curly braces and replace it with arrow. We also don't need the return. We can remove another curly braces. And let's see. It should still give us the same result. Okay, so if we didn't use the map, we can do this by using the for loop. So let's use the for loop. First I'm going to create a new array. The new array is going to be called all models equal to empty array, and then I'm going to use for let I equal to 0, I less than vehicles dot length I plus plus. Okay, so once I iterate in each element of the array, then I'm going to say all models dot push vehicles at index of I dot model. It should still give us the same result. So this was the for loop, and we see that the map was much easier to use. In the map we can also give the vehicle a different name. So in the parameter we have vehicle, we can even put it something like, for example, X. So we say X goes to dot model. It should still give us the same result here. This was the array method dot map. The next one we are going to use is filter. So let's say I wanted to filter all the vehicles that the type are SUV. So I'm going to say vehicles dot filter will take function, and then let's put X, and then it return X dot type that are equal to SUV, and then I'm going to store that new array in the variable called SUV models. Okay, so let's console.log SUV models. Okay, so it will return a new array, those vehicles that the types are SUV. Okay, so we can make this an ES6 as well, so we can remove that, the return, we can replace the curly braces with an arrow. We also don't need a function, so it should still give us the same result. Okay, so this was the filter, and the next one is sort. So array.sort. So for example, I wanted to sort all these vehicles by their price, so I'm going to say, so let me comment this, I wanted to see a new array that is sorted by price. We're going to say vehicles.sort, and it's going to take a function. The function is going to take two parameters, a and b, for example, and it's going to be something like f a dot price greater than b dot price, then return 1, else return -1. So I'm going to store that in a new variable called sort by price. So let's console.log sort by price. It should sort the vehicles by the price. So here we have the lowest price is 6,000 and the highest is 91,000. We can even make this more simpler. We can use the, we can remove the if statement, and we can say return a minus b. So it should still give us the same result. We need to first say a dot price minus b dot price. Should still give us the same result. So the lowest is 6,000. Okay, I'm going to convert this to ES6. Remove the function, remove the return, replace the curly braces with arrow, and let's test this. It should still give us the same result, and this is from the lowest to highest. If we wanted to have the highest price of the first and the lowest price on the end, we can say b dot price minus a dot price. Okay, so here we have the highest price is 91,000 and the lowest price is 6,000. It's sorted from the highest to lowest. This was the array method for the sort. The next one we are going to use is reduce. So the reduce will, what it will do, it will sum all the numbers. So let's say we wanted to sum, we wanted to have the total value of all the cars. So here we have the price. So I'm going to say vehicle dot reduce, and in the reduce it will take two parameters. The first one I'm going to say total, and then vehicle. So let's put this in E6. and then we use the arrow function, and then we say total plus vehicle dot price. Okay, so this was the ESX version for the reduce, and then I'm going to put that in the variable called total price. We can even put the vehicle like X and then X dot price to make it shorter, and then let's console.log total price. Okay, there is one more parameter that we need to put since we are using the objects in the array. If we would not use the objects in the array, we wouldn't need the third parameter. So here I'm going to put the next parameter here, zero. So this is called initial value. So let's run the test. So the console log, the total price says this number, and since as I said that the last zero is optional if we have only the array, but here we have objects in the array. So when we have objects in the array and then we wanted to have the calculation, we needed to put the initial value. So the initial value will be used in each iteration. Okay, so the next one we are going to use is for each. The for each will not return a new array, it will just iterate in each elements of the array. So I'm going to say vehicles dot for each, and then let's say X. I'm going to use the for loop. I'm going to say for each, like let's say I wanted to see all the make of the vehicles, so X make, and then we need to, so as I said, it will not return a new array. We need to console.log the result. Console.log. So here it returned us all the make of the vehicles. This was all about the array methods in JavaScript. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching.